Forgive your parents. Be forgiving as God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. There is nothing worse than the pain some parents inflict on their kids. Often it stems from ignorance, but that doesn't lessen the hurt when you're on the receiving end. A Christian author writes, needs not met in childhood will be just as strong in adulthood, but they will be expertly camouflaged. If you were abused as a child, don't be misled into thinking, I'm born again. I shouldn't still hurt. The fact that you still hurt doesn't negate your born again status or make you less spiritual. Because people tend to view God the way they viewed their parents. It takes a time of healing, deliverance, and getting to know the love of God before total trust comes. Forgiving your parents is a big part of the healing and crucial to avoiding the pitfall of abusing your own children. You have to forgive the father who never protected you, the mother who mistreated and abused you, the stepfather who didn't love you, the grandfather or uncle who sexually molested you, the parent who was never there or deserted you through death or abandonment, the selfish parent who reminded you that you were never wanted, or the emotionally deficient parent who didn't know how to properly nurture you. These bitterly painful experiences will continue to hurt you if you don't release all that pain and bitterness and ask God to help you forgive. He is a God of restoration and redemption, so He can redeem whatever occurred in your past. He can mend the breach between you and your children, or parents, or friends. Restoration doesn't happen overnight, but redemption can. Allow God to redeem your situation now so it can be turned around and headed in the right direction. Forgive and you will be forgiven. Luke 6:37. Once you understand that parents aren't always capable of giving their kids what they didn't get themselves, namely love, nurturing, acceptance, and physical affection, it becomes easier to forgive them. Author Stormy Omartian says, sometimes what one parent didn't do hurts as bad as what the abusing one did. A parent's uninvolvement or unwillingness to step in and rescue you feels like a betrayal. Unforgiveness for that uninvolved parent is more difficult to recognize, but is more common than we think. Ask God to show you any unforgiveness toward a parent who didn't come to your rescue. If it's there, you have to deal honestly with your feelings. We can't go back in time and get someone to hold and nurture us. And we must not demand it from a spouse or friends because they can't do it. It must come from our Heavenly Father. The first step is to receive His forgiveness and let its reality penetrate the deepest part of our being. When we realize how much we have been forgiven, we have no right to pass judgment on another. Being forgiven and released from everything we've ever done is such a miraculous gift. How could we refuse to obey God when He asks us to forgive others? Forgiveness is a two-way street. God forgives you, and you forgive others. We base our decision not on what we feel like doing, but on what we know is right. Jesus said, do not judge, and you will not be judged. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Luke 6:37. Choosing to forgive and not let somebody else's sin dictate how you feel and what you do frees you to live in peace.